Welcome back to the English Wave podcast. I'm Nelly.
And I'm Kelly. If you're looking to improve your English listening skills and learn how native speakers actually talk about their day, you are in the right place.
Today, we are diving deep into a topic everyone can relate to, daily routines. But we aren't just talking about I wake up and brush my teeth. We are going to share the real habits, the struggles, and the modern phrases you need to sound fluent.
Oh, absolutely. And trust me, guys, my routine today was a complete nightmare. So, Nelly, let's just get right into it.
Hey, Kelly, to be honest, you look completely exhausted today. Did you actually sleep well last night?
Not at all, Nelly. I made the huge mistake of staying up way too late scrolling on my phone. By the time I looked at the clock, it was past 2 a.m. Consequently, my morning routine today was a total train wreck.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. I used to be trapped in that exact same cycle. I would scroll through social media for hours, but honestly, I had to make a change. Now I strictly hit the sack by 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. I'm telling you, it's an absolute game changer.
Seriously? A game changer? What is the very first thing you do when your alarm goes off at 6 a.m.? Because my bed holds me hostage.
It takes discipline, but the moment I open my eyes, I drink a huge glass of water that I keep on my nightstand, and then I make my bed immediately. Doing that gives me a quick, instant sense of accomplishment before the day even begins.
Wow, look at you go. I'm the complete opposite. I usually just hit the snooze button at least 5 times, then finally drag myself out of bed at the last possible second and grab a massive cup of coffee just to stay conscious.
Hey, look, coffee is completely fine, but your body needs real fuel, Kelly. Don't tell me you skip breakfast entirely.
Most days, yeah, I do. I just feel like I don't have enough time in the morning. I quickly brush my teeth, throw on whatever clothes are closest to me, and run out the door so I'm not late.
You really should try meal prepping, Kelly. It simplifies everything. For instance, I prepare my overnight oats the night before. It sits in the fridge, ready to go. That saves me so much time in the morning, which allows me to actually focus on my skincare routine without rushing.
Wait, a skincare routine in the morning? Wow, look at you go, Miss Organized. I barely have enough time to find matching socks in the dark, and you're out here doing a whole multi-step skincare routine?
It's not as complicated as it sounds. It's truly all about creating small, consistent micro habits. Once you build the momentum, it becomes second nature. Trust me on this one.
Okay, so you've had your water, you made your bed, you ate your oats, and your skin is glowing. What happens next? How do you manage your time during the actual workday? When do you officially start working?
I make sure I am sitting at my desk by 8:30 a.m. But here's the trick. Before I open my laptop or check a single email, I grab a notebook and write down my top 3 priorities for the day. That keeps me from drowning in minor tasks and keeps me hyper-focused.
That is incredibly smart. See, my problem is that as soon as I log into my computer, I get instantly distracted by a million social media notifications, emails, and messages. Before I know it, an hour has passed and I haven't done anything productive.
To avoid falling into that trap, I use the Pomodoro technique. Have you heard of it? It's where you do 25 minutes of intense, uninterrupted work, followed by a strict 5-minute break to stretch or walk around. You should absolutely give it a shot.
I've actually heard a lot of people talking about that online. But honestly, does it really help you beat procrastination? Because I am the queen of putting things off until tomorrow.
Absolutely. It tricks your brain into staying focused because you know a break is coming soon. It has made a massive difference in my overall productivity. You don't feel burnt out by midday.
That makes a lot of sense. So let's talk about the end of the day. What about the evenings? What exactly do you do to wind down and decompress after a long, stressful workday?
I usually wrap up my work around 5:30 p.m. As soon as I close my laptop, I transition immediately. I either head straight to the gym or go outside for a brisk walk around the neighborhood. For me, physical activity completely clears my mind and separates work time from personal time.
Man, you have so much energy. When I finish work, I prefer to just jump directly onto the couch and binge watch my favorite TV shows for hours. That is literally the only way I know how to relax.
Hey, don't get me wrong, there is absolutely nothing wrong with relaxing and watching a good show. We all need entertainment, but I also try to make sure that instead of staring at a bright screen right up until I close my eyes, I read at least 10 pages of a physical book before going to sleep. It helps my brain relax naturally. You know what? Listening to you talk about this has actually inspired me. I'm sitting here looking at my chaotic routine thinking I can do better. Starting tomorrow morning, I'm going to change my daily routine. No more phone scrolling before bed and no more hitting the snooze button 5 times. Yes, that is exactly the spirit. Just remember, Kelly, perfection isn't the goal. Consistency is key. Start small, take it one day at a time, and you'll see how much better you feel. You absolutely got this.
Thanks, Nelly. I'm definitely going to try.
Now, for our listeners out there riding the English wave with us, let's quickly break down some of the natural native expressions Kelly and I used in this conversation so you can add them to your own daily vocabulary.
Great idea. The first one I noticed you used was hit the sack. When you said that, you just meant go to bed or go to sleep, right?
Exactly. Instead of saying I go to bed at 10 p.m., natives love to say I usually hit the sack around 10 p.m. It sounds much more natural.
I love that one. Another great one you mentioned was game changer.
Yes, a game changer is something that completely changes a situation for the better. For example, waking up early was a game changer for my productivity.
And you also told me to give it a shot when talking about the Pomodoro technique. Listeners, when someone tells you to give it a shot, they are simply telling you to try it or give it a chance.
Perfect explanation, Kelly. And finally, we use the phrase wrap up. To wrap up work or wrap up a meeting means to finish it, conclude it, or bring it to an end.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun. That brings us to the end of today's conversation on the English Wave podcast.
Thank you so much for listening and practicing your English with us today. Don't forget to practice these phrases in your own daily conversations.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below telling us what your daily routine looks like, and share this video with a friend who is also learning English.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Bye.